Hi guys, I just want to give you an update from last year. Just a quick recap. Back in March or April of 2012, I had a dream and I saw an angel and I said, "Am I going to get healed?" And the angel told me yes, and I said, "When?" And they told me July 15th. And previous to all this happening, I went through a lot of I guess you could say physically traumatic experience. I actually had I was born with cerebral palsy and I had tibia devotation, which is basically meaning they break your tibia bones. They saw them with a surgical saw and they rotate them straight. And so they did that, and what happened was I ended up getting a staph infection, and the therapy I had wasn't the greatest. So they actually, a bunch of people didn't catch the staph infection for a long time, like a bunch of people, not just one person, but a whole bunch of different people. And now I know God did this for this reason, but that was just before the dream. But then on July 15th itself, I had them pray for me at my church, and immediately what happened was my back straightened up and I was actually able to stand straighter. And after the next morning, I actually wake up and I realized that all the spasms I had my whole life from the cerebral palsy actually went away. And this is when I started to realize that everything in the Bible is actually true, and Jesus really did come and heal the sick, and everything in the Bible was literally true. This was kind of like the culmination of all that, because I had a lot of doubts myself. And so as it went on, when this healing first happened, I wasn't able to walk very well still. I had I may be able to walk across the room, and I would still fall down, but my balance wasn't good. I was still very weak, but the spasms went away, and that was like impossible. There's no way that can go away. All the excess tone from the CP, it all was gone. And a couple weeks away after the actual healing, I was actually looking down one day. I was actually sitting on the toilet, and I realized that the femoral retroversion I actually had a crooked, sort of like a femur hip bone, and it actually caused my foot to point out. And I was sitting on the toilet and I was looking at my feet and I was lifting my legs, and I started to realize that my foot was straight, the foot that was crooked, even after the tibia surgery, because I had a crooked, crooked from the hip. I realized it was straight then, so I was actually sitting on the toilet lifting my right leg, and I realized it wasn't pointing out anymore. Then I actually got up with my pants down, and I got up off the toilet with my pants still down, and I was starting to walk, and I'm like, no, this couldn't have happened. And so I'm like walking with like my pants down, so it's kind of funny. But then I pull up my pants and I start looking at my feet walking on the ground, and I realized that it went, it was straight. Praise God. And over the course of the year, I'm down to just a cane now. Cane right here. I originally had to walk with two crutches even after I got healed on most terrain, because my balance was just thrown off a lot, and so I would have to use two crutches. So, but as I got stronger and everything, and God healed me, I was able to continue to do more and more things that I wasn't able to do before. And it kind of came over me that I have to stop using the crutches, because unless I have faith that God's gonna keep doing what He said He was gonna do, which is heal me completely, I can't keep relying on the crutches. So I switched to the cane, and I couldn't really walk well with it. I still walked with it, but I was carrying it everywhere because I didn't really know how to use it. And my uncle said something like, "Oh, I can do all these things to the cane, so you'll be able to stand with it better and walk with it and all this other stuff." And I said, "Listen, you're gonna do all that work and put all that time in, and it's just gonna get better, and it's not gonna make any sense why, but God's just gonna make it better." And later that day after I said that, I got out of my car and I was actually able to use my cane. Praise God. And it's just continuing to get better, and I give God all the glory. And I try to walk a couple miles a day now, and I got to get better with the stretching. I was always bad with that, but I just keep having faith, and you guys keep me in my prayers. My name is Mike Sabelli, and if you have any prayer requests or anything like that, just shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you. All right, God bless, guys. Bye.